gotta push through all your obstacles. Seem like life go lightning speed. Slow it on down, baby, just like me. Gotta go hard, gotta go far. You gotta fall apart. I'ma stand tall for all of us.
Hello everyone, and welcome to the Budweiser Shootout here from NASCAR Inside Line, the game. And this race will be on for 75 laps, and I'm driving the 19 car, and I don't know what position I'm starting, but I'll find out. So I will show you some highlights of it there after the race is finished. Or maybe not here. I'll see what I can do. Mike Joy and Dale Waltrip will talk in the pre-race show during the shootout here, and I'll be back for more.
It's a brand new season, and Fox Sports coverage begins here at Daytona International Speedway with the race of last year's pole winner, the Daytona Shootout. I'm Mike Joy with Darrell Walter.
Mike, this is an interesting race. It's almost like an all-star race. A lot of pride. Not any points, just money, trophy, and the say that you won this race. Any strategy? Yes, sir. Flat out. And Belly did agree. So let's find out who's the fastest of last year's fastest qualifying. And let's get this season underway here in Daytona.
So you just heard Mike Joy and Dale Waltrip talking in the pre-race. Now, the race has already started, and I started last place in 28th position, and right now I just lost a draft. Usually you could do it in hard difficulty, but the champion's difficulty is way hard to do, and there's no way you're going to do that. So, after the shootout is completed, I'll change back to the hard difficulty there so that I can compete against real drivers. So, take care of the first round. The first caution already came out, and it was me bringing out the first caution. I was trying to enter on the back stretch, trying to slow down and enter correctly, but I got in the apron and spun myself out there, and I brought the caution myself while I was a lap down trying to make another pit stop for gas. So, I will show you the caution summary, and look at the cars that stayed out, that pitted, will get a free pass or a wave around. Ryan Newman, Scott Speed, Ricky Stenhouse Jr., and Jamie McMurray all stayed out, so they're in first, second, third, and fourth. Sam Hornish Jr. and others have pitted, but look here. Austin Dillon will be getting the free pass. That means me and Joe Nemechek will be getting the wave around, so we're back on the lead lap. The first round has been completed of the Budweiser Shootout. Scott Speed from the Levine Family Racing Team won the first round ahead of Jamie McMurray. And I'll show you where I ended up in the first round. I ended up 24th in the first round. Robbie Gordon and Josh Rice were at the back because I was 26th during the first restart. And Sam Hornish Jr. and Joe Nemechek made the pit stop. So I'll be back for the second round of the Budweiser Shootout coming up. We're getting ready for pit stops now, and everybody is coming in, including me. look at the pit stop that you will see me do, and look at some of my crew members when I come in. Everything remains the same here on the front, and everything remains the same in the back. Now, good luck for the second round of the race, and we'll be getting ready for another restart. The final round of the Budweiser Shootout has started already, and guess what? I'm moving up through the field. They're drafting along, and finally got the draft with the cars. So we're taking a break on that. We'll check in with John Roberts, Michael Waltrip, Mike Joy, Larry McReynolds, and Dale Waltrip right now.
Heading into this year's Budweiser Shootout, many drivers were saying that this could be the wildest and most important season opening race ever here at Daytona because we had so much to learn. And Michael Waltrip, it looks like the guys are going to school at least fairly well, but hadn't disappointed, has it? We wanted something different than we had last year, and by golly, we got it. All right, we've got a lot of action so far, and we also have 50 more laps to go. Mike Joy and company, who knows what we might see.
Well, what I like so far, JR, about this style of racing is, Darrell, there's no way to get away. The pack can't get away. Single file lined up. You can't get away from the pack.
Hey, Mike, it looked like the aero changes that have been made to the cars, the smaller rear spoiler, which took away quite a bit of downforce. Is that having an effect on these cars and how they handle when somebody's running into them now?
You know, Darrell, with the back bumper being longer, you just can't push as hard as you used to. You're barely onto someone, and so therefore, when another car drives up beside you, it pulls those cars apart. They don't seem to be that much more difficult to drive when you're just going by yourself, maybe in a single file line, but as soon as you get 2 or 3 cars around you and the air starts moving around, the cars are a bit more unstable. They're still plenty good enough to drive, but they do get a little bit uneasy on you.
Larry, 50 laps to go. Now I got to ask you, are you planning on a pit stop?
Well, I think now they did exactly as we anticipated. They ran those first 25 laps hard. They had to find out what they've got. They had to find out where the fuel mileage is at. I think we have a lot of drivers that can go the distance in this 50 laps, but I think we have some that's going to be right there on the edge, especially if we go to overtime to a green-white checker.
We'll find out. 50 laps to go in the Budweiser Shootout. 5 different leaders already, 7 lead changes, and 50 laps to go.
That was John Roberts, Michael Waltrip, Mike Joy, Larry McReynolds, and Dale Waltrip doing the second half of the Budweiser Shootout. So, if another caution comes out, if one of the cars crashes or there's a big one, I'll jump right back in and I'll show you the second caution of the race. So, in the meantime, have fun with the second half of the race. The Budweiser Shootout has been completed, and guess what? I won the Budweiser Shootout coming from last to first. And I was the only car on the lead lap because Carl Edwards had to pit for the last time before I even reached to the white flag. So, I started off the season with a win at the Budweiser Shootout. In the next video here coming up later on today, I'll show you highlights of the Budweiser Shootout here, and I'll do it in the next video after I save it. I hope you enjoyed the Budweiser Shootout today, and the Daytona 500 qualifying will be coming up tomorrow, so I'll see you guys next time in the Daytona 500 qualifying sessions.